Welcome. I'm Pastor Aminata and Jerry. Welcome to my channel, T5, Time to Tell the Truth. Today, let's have some real talk about something that's been weighing heavily on my heart. The intersection of faith, politics, and social justice, particularly within the Black church. As a Black woman ordained by God to preach the gospel, and yes, a proud Democrat, I was deeply disturbed by a recent panel discussion I watched on YouTube from the Black Conservative Summit. While I respect everyone's right to their political beliefs, some of the views expressed by these Black pastors were deeply troubling, especially their stance on women's rights and abortion, and their apparent disconnect from the core values of the gospel. Being Black and conservative is a choice, so I ask, whose ideology are you conserving when you align yourselves with policies and rhetoric that contradict the very principles of justice and equality that Jesus embodied? The panel seemed to struggle with the concept of social justice, almost as if it were a threat to their conservative ideology. Let's be clear, caring for the poor, the sick, the marginalized, that is the heart of the gospel. Jesus himself said in Luke 4:18, "The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to set the oppressed free." And then there's the elephant in the room, Donald Trump. The panel expressed unwavering support for a man convicted of tax fraud and falsifying business records, a man facing numerous charges for trying to overturn the 2020 election and obstruct justice. He is, after all, a convicted felon. This man was afforded rights that you nor I could never have. How can you, as Christians, reconcile such blind allegiance when the Bible calls for integrity in leadership? Proverbs 11:3, "The integrity of the upright guides them." Perhaps the most disturbing aspect of this panel was their dismissive and harmful rhetoric about women. When you use terms like Jezebel's spirit to discredit and silence women fighting for equality, as Pastor James Ward did, you perpetuate a culture of misogyny and patriarchy that has no place in the church. Let's remember, Jesus consistently challenged the patriarchal norms of his time, engaging with women as equal. He spoke with the Samaritan woman at the well, forgave the woman caught in adultery, and praised Mary for choosing to sit at his feet and learn, defying societal expectations. And when it comes to abortion, you cannot claim to be pro-life while simultaneously ignoring the systemic issues that force women, particularly Black women, into making impossible choices. Restricting access to health care, affordable housing, and economic opportunities doesn't make you pro-life, it makes you pro-control. This is why a holistic view of women's reproductive rights is necessary, advocating for a broader perspective that encompasses access to comprehensive health care, economic justice, and bodily autonomy. So I ask you, how would you feel if these policies were forced on you as a man? Let's walk in the footsteps of Christ and do our part, and let God be God. I close with the words of Jesus, Matthew 13:27-29. The owner's workers came to him and asked, "Sir, didn't you plant good seed in your field? Where did the weeds come from?" He told them,
An enemy did this.
His workers asked him, "Do you want us to pull out the weeds?" He replied, "No.
No. If you pull out the weeds, you may pull out the wheat with them."
So you see, I had to respond, because silence in the face of injustice is complicity, and our souls depend on our willingness to speak truth to power. God bless. If you found this to be helpful, please like and subscribe. Until next time.